Welcome, everyone. This is Brenda Seldin. Welcome to the Message and Healing Circle for the Travelers from the Stars. My name is Brenda. I'm a channeler and energy healer, and I work with the interdimensional beings known as the Travelers. And what I do every week on Wednesday on both YouTube and Facebook is that I first begin by channeling a message from the Travelers. And then that's followed by a period of healing energies from them. So I'm going to take a moment first. And there's a photograph that I wanted to share with you for you to look at while I do the healing, while I do the message portion. So here we have this photograph, and it's of my side yard. You can see the fence. And you can see definitely a few things happening here. You can see a white cylindrical energy coming from the outside area of the fence, coming over the fence. You can see a beautiful brown, yellow, white beam of energy coming down. And you can see another smaller white beam, either being brought in by the larger one or coming down at the same time and just intersecting with it. So enjoy this image while I start to connect with the travelers. We welcome you, humans. It is acknowledged that at this time, it is time of festivities for you. In our culture, we do not have these defined linear periods of defined celebrations, of defined events, let us say. We have for some time lived outside of what you call time and space. There is existence of all things at all times. In our dimension, we fully exist in what you would call a quantum manner. We have access to all occurrences, all places, all things at all times. We travel along these quantum lines of energy to the moments and the places that we wish to encounter. And by travel, we do not mean travel in the manner that you experience travel. For in your world, you experience travel as moving from point A to point B. And there is an orderly fashion of motion, of moving away and moving towards. Even though we call ourselves travelers, we do not travel in the manner that you travel. As has been explained by Brenda in times past, we exist in energy form, transcending the material organic realm. And because we are energies, we are able to follow quantum lines of existence so that merely by the thought we can experience and bring about those places and those beings that we wish to interact with. And so when we travel, in reality, what occurs is a shift of the universal point where we currently exist. Imagine the world and everything in it suddenly shifting, and you find yourself where you need to be and with whom you need to be and in the state that you need to be. And so we bypass the laws of physics, the common laws of physics, as expressed by your Isaac Newton and others, before the discovery of more advanced laws by your Einstein and other scientists. And so today we wish to express to you a joy, a sharing of joy and celebration at this time of your merrymaking. We wish to also comment upon the star that led in your spiritual books, that led what we have heard as expressed as the three wise men to your prophet or one of your many prophets. And if we do not use the correct vocabulary, please forgive us. It is our mistake and not Brenda's. But that light is of a star that existed not only in your time and space, but existed on a line, a quantum line that cut through many universes, many worlds, that experienced the light and energy of that star. And those were all worlds where simultaneous awakening was taking place. And we wish to comment on this because the celebration of this event that you call Christmas is almost upon you. And so from this understanding, know that this experience is unique, yet also was multiplied amongst many worlds. And on the different worlds, they experienced an awakening, either through an advanced individual such as your Jesus, or through group consciousness awakening. It all depended upon that civilization and its social workings. Now, we use this event and this prophet as an example. It is one of many. On each world, there has been many awakenings and many prophets and many risings of group consciousness. What we would like to comment upon is that whenever an individual or a group experiences a conscious awakening, an advancement of an evolution of their spirit and consciousness, it is not solely unique to them or to their world. You are connected to many worlds, for many worlds awaken, and many individuals on many worlds are connected to one another. So you are not alone, and when you connect in a group, and that group within may not know, one individual on one world may not know of the existence of other individuals on other worlds, but all of you are on a line. Think of a string of pearls as an example that has been given to understand the idea of quantum physics, quantum entanglement. And in this case, the result is that what you call a soul group, those words may be used here, your soul group extends multidimensionally. On these different worlds, there is a connection between you and all these individuals that are becoming awakened, whom are evolving spiritually, mentally, psychically, emotionally. They may be versions of you, some of them, such as the version of you that exists on a parallel Earth, or they may be beings that are extraterrestrial in nature and are alien looking to you. But at the core of each being that you are connected to, there is that similarity of growth, evolution, and understanding. You are asked to open your minds to this larger multidimensional soul group. At this time, as the day of Christmas comes forth, though that particular star that shone and that caused the awakening at that time, the awakening for humanity and for many other beings on other worlds, that exact star is not shining in your sky, but its energy comes forth, for it is entangled with this day, with this time, with this history. For when something becomes rather part of a person's, a group's, or a civilization's history, it is inextricably entangled and forever there. And so are its energies. And so those energies arise up and revisit you. And so it is, whether you are of the faith of this prophet or not, place your awareness and open your heart and mind to the star that shone that night, the star that initiated this awakening and helped to further the path of humanity's evolution. And again, we use this one instance, one of many, because it forms a great part of your history, and most of humanity is familiar with this story and with this star and with this example. And so at this time, I ask that you allow us to send healing to you, but allow us to open up your third eye, allow us to channel in through Brenda, not only the healing energies, but also bring forth the energies of this star that shone that night upon the earth and that initiated this path, this spiritual path that has helped in the evolution and advancement of humanity. And so we shall also comment that at this moment we are showing Brenda the pituitary gland, and that this star will help this gland that is so intrinsic to your psychic abilities, your psychic tools. We would like to enhance it. We would like to release any blockage or stagnation. We would like to connect it to our energies of healing and to the energies of the star that shone that night. And so at this time, we ask that you place We ask that you place your intentions for healing for your personal self. If there is a physical ailment, if there is a mental or emotional ailment, take a moment to do that as we begin the healing now. And the healing has begun. Open your third eye. Open your heart and mind. Open them to the brethren that accompany you at this moment on the different worlds, in the multidimensional world, those that are connected to you, those that are evolving as you are evolving. For together you are stronger than apart. Open your arms to them as they are being asked to open theirs to you. Allow yourself to be filled with the energies of the group. You may receive mental images of some of these beings that you are connected to and evolving with. Some may look like you, and some may look very differently. As you connect to them, you connect to the multidimensional world and the ability to connect to and communicate with the multidimensional world. For each one whom you see and you feel, they are the anchor for you in their world and in their dimension, as you are the anchor, an entryway for them to connect in this dimension. And that is how the universe comes together. And we continue with the healing. quietly sit there. Quietly sit there and receive our energies. Receive the energies of this consciousness awakening star. This is Brenda Seldin. Thank you so much for joining me. Wishing everybody happy holidays and looking forward to seeing and being with you all again next Wednesday. Bye-bye.